vapor barrier over top of concrete. Here's the concrete wall. This is where the fireplace used to be. Fireplace with a stove insert, and used to have a gas insert, and I took that out. I'm taking this wall down, and what they did was they put furring strips on concrete block, which you're not supposed to do. Then they put foam inside for some reason, and they put plastic on top of it with drywall. And the whole thing has to be torn out, obviously, because it is black. Blacker than black. Ants have come in, tore it all up, made a nest out of it. It looks actually moist right there for some reason. Moisture can't get through concrete block with a piece of plastic on it. I'm better off just leaving it concrete. All down there, I gotta replace down there and treat it. That's the original wall right there, what it looked like. And time to get the mask back on. Just wanted to show you that project. This drywall is actually very heavy. This feels heavy to me because of moisture, and it doesn't feel like normal drywall would. There's some evidence there of it being in the drywall. Here's one of the boards there. Okay, goes right through the whole thing. Just a mess. Okay, and look at this wiring. See the wires? How they put the wires in? Look at that. 1980 this was built. You know? I mean, that's not really code. It goes to an old electric heater, I guess. That's been disconnected, of course. And that went to the outlet. Look at that. Just left it, vulnerable to the elements, kind of a thing. No metal pipe or anything. Just ran it. Cut the furring strip across after it was on there and put the wire in. Man. Okay. I'll show you this home project I get myself involved into. See this crack here that's along the wall here? They made this house with a crack along the wall here. And what they did was they put the furring strips on top of that hole, that separation, and the moisture couldn't escape because they put a plastic vapor barrier over the concrete. This is actually concrete block here, so concrete block wall goes all the way across, and when they put drywall on top of it, just compounded the thing. This house is built in 1980, so it's 36 years old. And see this wiring here? There's an electric heater down there. I took that out years ago. And see how the wiring was going in through the foam? And what's the foam doing anyway? What's this doing? Except trapping everything. The wood rotted. So what happens when you put something on a concrete wall block that absorbs moisture? It's going to rot. Nobody puts anything against concrete block. Common sense, you'd think. But they did it this way in 1980. I don't know why. I'll make it look pretty. It looks like with the foam and wood removed, you can see the termite trails. On the whole thing. Yeah, something to do, right? Here it is when it's all cleaned up. Back again to the old homestead. Here's what's left of the wall. And issues are cracks in the outside sheathing. Apparent water leakage in there. And we just have to prevent that from coming in again. That's all. This far. There's only little dots on the screen. Okay. I'm going to show you what we're dealing with here a little bit on this corner. This is what happens when you got a plastic fiberglass mixed together. That black stuff there. What's that from? I mean, something's getting through there. Oh, look at that. Right the wall. There you go. Well, we'll fix that, that's for sure. That opening. So we'll take care of that. So I had to go ahead and put a window in there. Another one did from the inside. And fix that 2x4 later up top. It was vibrating so bad it was driving me nuts trying to cut it, so I just pushed it off to the side. When I take the light off the top, then it'll fix the ceiling. I glued 2x4s up there to hold up the drywall with some 3X glue. Put roxul up in there and press on. That's so we can see what's going on up there. That's the drywall started. So I'll show you this here. See that this is like rough right here. Usually just sand this down. What I do is I just fill in the cracks. Fill that all in with plaster. Then you don't have to sand anything. It all becomes flush then. A very light sanding done. Just on a little bit. Just a very light sanding to be done. Once you cover that all up with plaster. Also it takes paint better too. And continuing on with my little project here, going on the walls. And then here we are, another problem area. That's why I keep on going across, doing all the walls here. This is the fiberglass that was there. See the black lines where the infiltrations were. This is the one that had the see that? That's all dirt filtering through. It is just an air filter. not acceptable. Another example of cracking foam exterior. You can see the siding through there. And what I did was, I don't cut right to remove all this trim. So I cut this with my oscillating tool, glue this on with my clamps, clamp, and then 3X glue premium, holds it like a rock, and I'll foam that and glue that piece on there so I can support that drywall, and we'll fix it up. This is what I use to fill the cracks up in the ceiling, and it's like an extension for this gaps and cracks here. Put a piece of tubing from Home Depot on there, or Lowe's, under a yardstick, and shoot into your cracks like that. Like that, and I'll reach in there and let's see what we're dealing with here. On this attic space here, just pull it right out. Pull this out. Insulation's working real good. Let me show you this, the gaps in this. See, we're in this first floor here, like split ranch. That's ground level down there, and where's this ground level? That's the foundation part. And this is how they built the house here. And they get these gaps up there. There's 2 boards apparently on this side. And that's where the fiberglass was. So that's where the cold air is coming in. I'm sure there's one on the bottom. The same way. You can see. Like some rainwater damage or something. Rainwater or something coming in there. Uh-oh. I really didn't want to do this, but there's a pipe that goes in the wall, and then there's a giant gap there. So something more to fix. Do it right? This is the stuff we're going to use for the Upstairs area, those little areas that are remaining up there. Remember I showed you those before. On the green 12 board feet from the sprayfoamkit.com. Here's the foam grain, what it looks like up there. Able to get up in there. Did a pretty good job with it. Best I could. Next time I'll do the other side of the house. I'll make it a bigger hole so I can get in there better. Closed cell. Big difference than, I don't know what happened there, but looks pretty good. That's roxul in there. Screwed up, and then the rest of it's done. Next step is putting the roxul up there in the holes. So now you get it all insulated up now. All you gotta do is save the pieces that you cut out and put them right back in, like so. So there's one done. See, that's pretty good. Wait till those braces all glue up and dry and put the rest of the pieces back on. So there you go. Put them back in place, except for one I have to go through the trash and find it. Okay, so you got the braces in there. Basically what you do is just butter it up on the whole thing, especially the back side a little bit, right? You do all four sides, that included. Then put some glue right there, and then just suction it right up into the hole. That's how you do it. So. Now the holes are all patched up and ready for drying and final sanding. So looks pretty good. Able to correct that a little bit there. And in the crawl space area, lowered area, this is the drain. I covered up with some thin drywall sanding paper. And when you do a corner bead, make sure you use plastic and just mud up the corner and just stick it in there. That's all. Let me just screw it in. And then finish it off with your trowel. And it'll hold it right in there for you. And there you go. So you just plaster it all in. Finish it up later, but that's the main thing. Just slap it in there and keep mudding it up. Let it dry. You come back and touch it up later. Okay, so this will be the last one. I just have to do that corner right there. That's not much. And just to show you. Back up here a little bit. This is the way it came out. All done. Just have to do more of that in there. And another coat of the cement with the fibers in it. And that window there, I ran out of glue to glue the cellular trim. It's not wood trim, it's plastic trim. So I put plaster underneath it and just slapped it on there and it stuck, so it worked. For the ceiling, we're mixing it. This is the same roller I used on all the walls already. I just kept it in a plastic bag and kept it in the fridge sometimes. This is a dollar store roller, and came with a roller too. So mix a little bit of the texture with it in the pan, and the ceiling paint. Mix it together with a stick, and you get the nice runny consistency, so it's not so bad. And then apply it to your ceiling, just like regular paint. It's a lot less messy, and covers a lot more that way too. So when you're rolling with it, just spin this like this when you go to the ceiling, so it doesn't drip anywhere, and you'll be fine. That's already started already up there. So I'll get a little bit on the brush and the roller here. Turn it back and forth. Keep turning it back and forth. And when you put it on, just do a little bit at a time. Worry about doing it fast. And there you go. So to do the trim, this is already done here. This trim is already done. So I'll show you how I did that. A little dab on the ceiling right there with a little brush, sort of like this, kind of flexible. And just dab it along the top, and then take a plastic trowel like this. Where is it? Right there. And put up against the wall, and you're going to roll it with a roller that's dry. It's not anything from the tray.